Hello, how are you? I want to talk about this storm that's coming. Now, when Trump first became president, he took a picture with all his staff. That's one of the things he said, a storm is coming. And this phrase has been heard by many people in various videos over the past years. Storm is coming. And the interviewers asked him, media asked him, what is he talking about with the storms coming? He said, well, you'll see. Now, did the storm start during Trump's term? Yes, he had to make some pretty turbulent decisions. And then at the end of his first term, Biden was telling him, well, you think you really can handle this dark winter coming? Now, Biden did not use a storm is coming, but he was using dark winter. Dark winter could also be, what? A winter storm, right? Dark winter storm. What are they talking about? What storm are they talking about? Now, there's lots of turbulence right now. When we know that the storm is coming, we see the clouds are getting darker and darker, and they're coming closer, and then storm is kind of, gusty winds are coming, and like when we have a summer storm, we know people are running for shelter and putting people, animals into safety. That's what I'm thinking about when a storm is coming. It's not here right there this minute, right? But we see it coming. We see the signs. Dark clouds or even yellowish clouds, whatever. When we see yellowish clouds, we kind of think, oh, this is going to be hail. And then we say, well, the storm is coming, get everything in safety. When I'm going camping, and I know a storm is coming, well, you put everything inside because you know the rain is going to come soon and you want to have everything inside in safety. Well, that's what Trump was saying. Storm is coming. And they said, well, what are you talking about? And the thing is, has it already started? Yes, it has. This right here, when you got the needle, was only one part of the storm coming. One of the part. There's so many other things. The riots that we had before this came. Okay? 2 years. Whatever happened for 2 years. And then when they ran together, Biden and Trump, Biden was asking, well, you really think you can handle this dark winter? It's not just storm anymore. It's now a dark winter. And what happened? I think Trump decided that maybe no, I'm not going to deal with it. Maybe he had enough from his first term, the things he had to handle. Well, he knew that something horrible is going to come, but we're not even through or the beginning. The storm has not even started. We're seeing it coming. It's not here yet. It's not here yet. What is that storm that they're referring to? Well, I believe it is the wrath of God. And in Revelation 6:12 through 17, the people know that the wrath of God is coming, and they're building bunkers. They're hiding themselves in the mountains. And that is what happens today. People know, the people up there know, Satan knows. And he is telling his little midgets and his little puppets to be ready. I don't think he tells them everything. But but they know something is coming, and they have to be prepared. And how many people are telling us today, be prepared? They're warning us of food shortages. Right now we're dealing with high gas prices, and they're saying, oh, there's going to be a shortage in diesel fuel or diesel oil. And there's going to be a shortage in this and a shortage in that. That is the coming storm. And what is this coming storm going to be? We're going through a lot of turbulent times right now. Okay, we just had this overturning of Roe versus Wade. And you know what? For me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They didn't overturn it. The abortions will continue. That's what people don't understand. These pro-abortion people, oh, you know what? It was overturned, and then now, no. And then there's these other people, oh, no, you can't do that because we want to continue to have abortions. People, the abortions will continue. It's now just in the states have to make the decisions. And people, those states were already on top of things. They knew ahead of time this was coming. Because Trump said it. Because Trump said it, that it will be overturned. And that now the decisions will go into the hands of the states. And my state, Colorado, has already made preparation to put things in place. They already added a law that you now can abort babies up to the 9th month. They already did that because they knew it was coming. It's not anything new. This is all storm. Okay? This is storm. You know why? Because God is getting upset. See, we could have said, oh, everything is in the hand of the federal government. We don't have any responsibility over this. Now it's in the hands of the people. Because the people are voting now in each state what they want. Now the wrath of God will be piled up in those states, that decide, okay, we're going to abort children until the 9 months. I don't want to go into deeper into this subject, because really what we need to think about is some people believe human life starts at conception. I am not convinced of that. Of course, it's very early. Okay, the first month, it's decided whether it's going to be, human or not. I don't think like the plop of cells are actually, human. It's not human. When you see a human in there, then it's human. When you see a blob of cells in there, it's not human. And I don't think it has the spirit of a human being in there. And that's what needs to be determined. When is it considered human? See, the last 50 years, we didn't have to think about that because it was legal. We didn't care. Anything in there, it's my body, it's my choice. Okay? So we didn't have need to think about it. When is this little baby in there a human? Is this little baby in there a human or not? The debate needs to be not on, no abortion at all. No, the thinking needs to be, is this in there a baby or not? Okay? And if I know it's a baby, can I actually terminate my baby's life? And if I can, I should have the wrath of God upon me. Yes, because you will. Because you will. But this is not my topic. My topic is the storm that's coming. This is part of the storm. But what is the storm? The storm is the wrath of God, and Satan knows it's coming. People still think, oh, there has to be this Antichrist. There's not going to be any Antichrist, people. The world system is here. The beast is here. Babylon the Great is here. They're all here. For the past 2,000 years, Satan created this system. It's his system. It's the system of Satan. And he is just redefining it, or not refining it. That's the word. He's refining it. He makes it right now more controlled. It's in his hands You see, we reeled everybody in with little carrots and that we're doing well and all these, oh, we are doing great. We're the United States and, we are wealthy and, okay, we reel people in. And now that we all have people on board, now we can lock down, okay? Now we can say, control is here. And they have been planning this all along. They've been planning this all along. Trump knew that a storm is coming. Biden knew the storm is coming. We're coming into the storm, and the storm is the wrath of God. The wrath of God is the storm. They know it's coming. And they're trying to prepare the people so they don't know it's coming. So they continue to slumber until it's too late. Don't look up. Remember that movie, Don't Look Up? Don't look up. You're not supposed to see that something is coming. You're not supposed to see that a storm is coming. So you will continue to work until the last minute. So they can continue to exploit you until the last minute. They distract you. I think this Roe versus Wade is also a distraction. Listen, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. All it is not now in the federal court, and they're saying, oh, we're keeping our hands clean. Our hands are not full of blood now. Okay? We're washing our hands clean. You guys make the decision. The states. You people make the decision. Now that we have brainwashed you to believe that it's okay to terminate life whenever you want to. Human life. We wouldn't even do that with animals, right? But human life, oh yeah, we can do that. It's my body. It's not somebody else's body. Okay? I believe that people should be able to do with their body what they want. No problem. Cut your leg off. Poke your eye out. Give somebody your lung or your heart or whatever. I don't care. Sell your organs. Okay? That's something you choose. Don't make anybody else do it. But you choose it. Nothing I'm going to say about it. But if it's somebody else's life, and then of course the question is, when is it? Oh no, we don't want to talk about that one. We don't want to figure out when that really happens. Oh no. But that's why the storm is coming. The storm is coming because of what human beings are doing. Because they have become increasingly evil and God cannot watch it any longer. Time is up. It's giving humankind enough time to change or make changes or say, no, Satan, we're not going to follow you. God gave them enough time. And people still want it to continue. Why? Because they cling to this life. They cling so tightly to this life. Oh my goodness, I want to survive. I want to stay alive longer. Isn't that exactly what we had for the past 2 years? This fear of dying. This fear of, I want to just live 5 more minutes. Yeah, and Satan knows. Satan knows what humankind is thinking and what humankind wants. He knows that he can bribe them with this fear of life, or fear of death, really what it is. Fear of death. I know we don't want to die because we don't know where we're going. It doesn't matter. You are going anyways where you don't want to go. Why? Because you're not following the Creator. You're not understanding that there is a Creator that has created you and has created everything. And that Creator wants us to follow Him because He knows better. Doesn't that make sense? He knows he made everything. He should know how everything functions. Really. I mean, if you have a broken refrigerator, wouldn't you want a creator who actually made the thing fix it than somebody else who does have no idea what they're doing? The creator knows things, then he knows what's best for us. Yeah, you can listen to Satan who says, oh no, the creator doesn't know. He doesn't want you to become God like him. Really, do you think the creator put that in the created, that they become a God like the creator? No, the creator didn't do that. The creator is always the creator. And because we're going against the creator, eventually things are over. And that's why the storm is coming, because we're coming closer to the wrath of God. Jesus is returning soon. The King of Kings and Lord of Lords is returning soon. If you've been watching my series on Revelation, you know that. Sometimes I need to make, a video that pertains to things that are happening today. Bring that in perspective, where we are on this timeline. How close are we to the day of the Lord? Remember, the next thing that's going to happen is the day of the Lord. Humankind, the history of humankind is going to be over. Okay? God had enough. And the day of the Lord starts, and that day of the Lord starts because Jesus is now king and he takes over his created world, what he created. He gave Satan time, okay, on this world with humankind, but that time is coming to an end, and then Jesus will take over. It's called the day of the Lord. It's biblical. People still, the Antichrist. No, people, there is no Antichrist. It's not even biblical. Oh, the man of sin. Yeah, the man of sin is here. It's Babylon the Great. It's the little horn. That's it. Oh, the beast. Oh, the beast is here too, people. Beast is here. It's been here since John's time. They've been here. Daniel said that. They have been here. That last beast, the fourth beast, will last until the end. That's what Daniel said. It's not like, oh yeah, it's going to sleep for this beast is going to sleep or something, and then he's going to be resurrected. No, the beast has been here. The beast is Europe. Okay? The beast out of the sea is Europe. And it's been here. And it's going into destruction. And the next beast, the beast out of the earth, the false prophet, is here too. And he is going to destruction. That's the United States empire. It's not Russia. I'm not saying Russia is better. It's just a worldly system too. That's been used by Satan. They're all used by Satan, people. It doesn't matter. Every empire is used by Satan. The Tsar himself was celebrated as a god. If you go back to the Tsar, I'm kind of fascinating with that history. But then, the communists took over and they did the same thing. Nothing but tyranny. Are they different now? No, they're just a world system right now that are playing things out. In the hands of Satan, in the hands of the puppet. That's why we Christians need to stay out of this conflict, out of these wars. None of our business. None of our business. It's something that Satan is doing, and you don't want to get caught in it. You don't want to get caught in it. Yeah, there's a storm coming. It's brewing. I can see it. It's brewing. I have been teaching this now for years, that the storm is coming. Trump saw it. Biden knows it. It's coming. We see it. And they're trying, Satan desperately tries to save something, whatever he's trying to save. See, he has to hang in there until the end. He's not going to give up. And until the end, he wants people to be deceived. So the day of the Lord is coming. Now, if you are a true follower of Christ, you have hope. Because you will not go through the wrath of God. It has nothing to do with tribulation. Of course there's going to be tribulation. There's going to be persecution of believers. Of course. But it's not called tribulation. It's called the wrath of God. And it's going to be wrath. It's going to be wrath. God is going to pour out his wrath. And he's destroying his enemies. And of course, Satan's going to be more crazy and will destroy believers, not the bride. The bride is gone. The church is going to be gone. It's not going to be the church anymore. I'm talking about the bride. But yes, there's a storm definitely coming. I just watched this video called "There's a Storm Coming, Get Your House in Order" by Shaking My Head Production on BitChute. Shaking My Head Production. I think they got banned on YouTube as well, so now they are on BitChute. Shaking My Head Production. Pretty interesting. They always kind of cut together movies and documentaries and make a statement that way. So there's a storm coming. Get your house in order. And that's what they're talking about. Everything that's coming right now, all the things that we're seeing are just getting worse. They are the pre-pangs, right, of the wrath of God. The birth pangs of the wrath of God. Because the storm is coming. And we can see it already. People, hurry up. Get your house in order. Get your loved ones, your animals, in safety. How do we do that? Well, we know that the wrath of God is coming, that Jesus will pick us up first. It's the first thing he's going to do. He is not going to leave his bride behind. He's not going to do that. He promised us that he's not going to do that. Isaiah 26:19-21 shows you clearly. The resurrection will happen before the resurrection of the saints will happen before the wrath of God. Okay? We will be resurrected and changed in a twinkling of an eye before the wrath starts. It's the way it is. And we have to be ready for that. And I understand that a lot of people say, well, but my family is not ready. When they are adults, they make their own decision. When again becomes a human being an adult, I believe 12 to 13 years old. And the ones before that age, Jesus can see in their heart how they will decide. If they will decide to follow Jesus 100% or not. Okay? So every baby, Jesus knows already if they're going to follow him. And they will be taken. And the rest will not. The rest will not. If you're still following false teachers, no, you will not go. If you're not going by what the Bible says alone, only the Bible, you will not go. And then you will have to go through the storm. And yes, better have your stuff in order. Even then, you probably most likely will not make it through the storm, especially if you are a believer. You will not make it to the storm. Your heads will be cut off because you will not be able to buy or sell. You will not be able to most likely hold a job unless you have the mark. You will probably not own anything, just like Klaus Schwab is saying. That's all preparation for this time when the storm is here and we are under total, absolute control of Satan and his system. That's what he is planning. Absolute control again, just like before 1500. Before 1500, the Pope had absolute control of Europe. And that's where he wants to go again. And it's going to happen again. And all these things like the World Economic Forum and all these things, they are making those decisions. They are making the plans that we'll all then be under total control. Yes, the storm is coming. And some people, they really think they're going through the storm. And they're saying, well, be prepared. You know how many people see the storm is coming? Even people that are not real true believers. They say they're Christians, but they don't understand that the rapture is coming soon. They don't understand when the day of the Lord starts, the storm, right? You better be either in the rapture or you're going to be dead. That's just the way it is. You will not make it through the storm. So they're saying, oh, you need to prepare for this and that and this and that, right? Food, this, blah, blah, blah. But people, you will not make it. Okay, you make it a month to even half a year, and then you're still going to be depending on the government. And if you don't get the mark, you're out. You're out. Okay, I'm sure there's going to be maybe people in the mountains that will survive. I don't know. But then you have a meteor hitting your bunker or whatever, your shelter, and you'll be out too. 1/3 of the world will be burned. If you're on that 1/3 of the world, will you be gone? Yes. You're not going to be protected. You will be sealed. In other words, you will be resurrected again at the end of the wrath of God. But you will die. Most people will not make it. So, yeah, there is a storm coming. And yeah, should you get your house in order? He says, get your house in order. I would think, are you ready for Jesus' return? Because he's going to pick up the bride first. Are you ready? Are you ready this fall? Why this fall? Because you know I believe that Jesus will return on the Feast of Trumpets, which is in the fall, which is in September. What will be picked up this fall? If the storm is coming, and if we are seeing the storm clouds coming, it could be this fall. Of course, these storm clouds have been piling up now for years. We've seen it for the past 2 years, the storm clouds. And even probably before, because Trump knew it even before that. So what are you going to do about it? Are you just going to say, okay, I'm going to be prepper and I'm going to prepare and I'm going to have my ammunition ready, I'm going to have my food ready, I'm going to shelter, I go into whatever, a house in the mountains, or I have a whatever, right? That's what a lot of people do. How will they prepare for what they know is coming? If you're a true believer in Christ, you will be ready by having the Holy Spirit. It's the only thing that will really protect you. Of course, there's going to be hard times before, and it's good, to have some food ready, water, whatever we need. There always can be catastrophic events ahead of time. But once the real storm hits, it's too late. It's too late. You're either going to be raptured, and some people don't even believe in that. You know what? I'm just tired of those people that don't believe in the rapture anymore. Whatever. Believe what you want. Okay? Believe what you want. Go through the storm. Just go through it. See if you really are going to make it. If you really think you're going to be gathered at the end, I've done these videos on Revelation, right? Shows you clearly that, hey, if you believe you're going to be gathered at the end by the angels, you're not really the bride. Because the bride is going to be snatched out by Jesus himself. You know? I mean, read the Bible, and the Bible should tell you. But again, if you want to believe what you want to believe, do believe it. Do believe it. You're just going to have to go through whatever you chose. But I'm coming to an end, people. Yeah, the storm is coming. We can see it. The one thing I have not talked about, this whole push for aliens right now. I talk about that all the time too. All the time. Of course, the aliens have been around forever. I just saw a video about this just not long ago. About, Tom Horn was talking about it. You know, how they found alien artifacts, alien things, right? They dug them out. And how these things been around for 6,000 years. These aliens have been around, and the fallen angels have been tampering with human DNA for that long. And they've been trying to hide it. Who? The Vatican. The Vatican has been hiding it. Oh, it's demons and angels. And then all of a sudden, no, it's not demons and angels because they don't exist anymore. Okay? Oh, angels don't exist anymore. It's all planned. It's all planned for thousands of years. And it's culminating and it's coming to an end. Jesus is putting an end to it. Because he had it. God had it. Wake up, God had it. Too many things are happening. Too many things. And yes, there's a storm coming, and the politicians know it. And they're trying to hide it. Oh, it's climate change. It's climate change. Yeah, it's climate change. Yeah, sure. And you know what? If we can do something, we don't have to worry about it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And Satan is just working so hard. I'm coming to an end. Yeah, please open your eyes. And again, I think these things can only be not seen on YouTube anymore. YouTube will not tell you anything about what's coming. They're shutting everything down. Well, most of it. And I don't know. I've been watching certain things and they're just fizzling out. They don't tell you the truth anymore. But watch the storm clouds coming. Watch it. And I hope you know what I'm talking about. These signs, they point us that the wrath of God is coming. And when the wrath of God is coming, the day of the Lord is starting. When the day of the Lord is starting, the rapture will happen. I hope you're prepared for this fall. Like I am. Every year I'm prepared. Every year. This is when Jesus is returning for his bride. The coronation of the King and the return of Jesus for his bride. People, let the Holy Spirit guide you always.